Dawncaster. New game. Direct. Bounties. New game. Return/close. Arcanist. Hunter. Knight. Selecting visual portrait. No gameplay effect. Return portrait. Selecting basic weapon. Longsword deal 2 damage. Gain 2 armor. Selecting weapon power. Zealous weapon unlocked. Fortified weapon. When you use your weapon power, start your next combat with armor equal to 3 times your level and fortified. Selecting starting card. Smite. Unlock this card in the rewards menu. Bolstered strike deal 4 damage. On hit, conjure a free bash. Final confirmation screen. Starting area. Heroes Rest Cemetery. Return/close. Current basic attack. Long. Current card. Name. Lucian. Next name. Start game. Map selection settings. Now enabled. Choose which. Select first map. Now enabled. Starting area. Now enabled. Now enabled. Enter a code to create a run. Randomizes the level. Select first map. Now enabled. Starting area. Weeping Woods. Choose which area. Save settings. Map selection. Start game. Next. Start game. Weeping Woods. The Weeping Woods create a natural border between the Shattered Realms and demon-infested Umbris. The Gilded Summons. 5 periods. 2 weeks after the invasion of Umbris, a series of pamphlets start appearing all over the Shattered Realms. The richly decorated paper invites all adventurers in search of fame, fortune or absolution to report to the Brightcandle Fortress and join the glorious battle against Umbris. Weeping Woods. Your damp cloak hangs heavily over your shoulders, burdened by the rain that followed you on your long journey to the borderlands. Continue. Paladin of the Vigil. In the dark distance, a flickering light steps out onto the muddy road. Hail stranger, state your intentions. A voice calls out to you as the light of I'm here to answer the summons. Paladin of the Vigil. The Paladin not. Who are you? I could use some info. Start tutorial. I could. Paladin of the Vigil. A lesson. Well, that's something an old paladin like myself is capable of at least. Let me tell you about how I bested a particularly vicious boar just before you arrived. Start tutorial. Player gold. Welcome to Dawncaster. The Shattered Realm can be a dangerous place. Best prepare yourself. TAP to proceed. Your turn. End turn. At the start of the turn I'll draw a fresh hand of cards. TAP to proceed. Next, you gain energy based on your STR strength, INT intellect and dexterity scores. TAP to proceed. Our paladin has 2 strength, so receive STR energy. Your energy icon on the bottom of the screen. TAP to proceed. Play your card by dragging it towards the middle of the screen. TAP to proceed. The energy cost of a card is shown in its top left corner. Tap or hold the card for more information. TAP to Heavy Strike. Deal 6 damage. STR 2 common. Player show deck. Player energy. STR 2. Heavy Strike. Enemy takes 6 damage. A good hit. You've dealt 6 damage. Reduce the enemy's health to 0 to win the battle. TAP to proceed. We don't have any more cards, so it's time to end our turn. Use the end turn button in the lower right corner. TAP settings. Previously played settings. Enemy player health 7. Player health show deck. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Bite. You take 2 damage. The boar attacked and dealt damage. Let's prepare for the next attack. TAP to proceed. Enemy name Tusk Boar. Block. Gain 3 armor. Neutral 1 common. You gain 3 armor stacks. We've gained armor. There are many status effects like this in the game with both positive and negative effects. TAP to proceed. Tap the enemy to show a list of the cards you played or were used against you. Tap again to close. Enemy name Tusk Boar. Enemy health 6. Enemy energy 1. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy description. This beast blocks this path and does not intend to move. Player status. End turn. Player end turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Bite. You heal 0 health. Your armor absorbed the damage, protecting your health total. Always keep an eye on your health in the lower left corner. TAP to proceed. Any unspent energy carries over to your next turn. Use it to strike a decisive blow against your opponent. TAP to proceed. End turn. Enemy name Longsword. Deal 2 damage. Gain 2 armor. Upgradable. Neutral 1 common. Armor. When dealt, enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 2 armor stacks. Neutral energy. Neutral. Can be paid for using any type of energy. TAP to proceed. Longsword. Deal 2 damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 4 armor stacks. Cards you play move to your discard pile. Your discard pile is reshuffled into the deck once your deck has no more cards left. Longsword. Deal 2 enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 6 armor stacks. Settings. Player gold. Next. You gain 1 gold. Paladin of the Vigil, and that's how I got this nasty scar. So a word of caution, friend. Take care of yourself out there. You only have 1 life to give. Better make the most of it. I think I'm ready now. You gain 15 gold. Paladin of the Vigil. Very well. Knight. The Paladin hands you a small pouch. Consider this an advance on the summons. Now head to Brightcandle beyond these woods. Report to Consul Evelyn. She will have the rest of your pay and your assignment. May the light guide you. Leave. Exploration. Player gold 25. Stinger spider. Spidery limbs reach for you from amidst the treetops. Enemy aura. Enraged. Start. Healthy Tusk Boar. This beast blocks this path and does not intend to move. Sharklow Raven. Beady eyes watch you warily. Enemy status. Enemy. Your turn. Enemy status. Enraged. Surge of strength. Gain SDR and enemy status. Enraged. Start of turn. Gain 1 anger. Enemy status. Flying. Gain 1 evasion every time you take damage. Surge of player health 7. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Longsword. Deal 2. Longsword. Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus. Common. Focus. At the start of the turn, draw an additional card if you have 5 or more focus. Carrot. You gained 1 focus stacks. Carrot. Longsword. Player status. Focus. Stacks 1 at the start of the turn. Draw an additional card if you have 5 or more focus. Longsword. Deal 2 damage. Gain 2 armor. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1. You gain 2 armor stacks. Longsword. Enemy has evaded this attack. You gain 4 armor stacks. Player status. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. You gain 6 armor. Enemy stat. Player status. Character. Enter. Player energy. STR. 1. End turn. Character and player status. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Swoop. You heal 0 health. Caw. You heal 0 health. You gained 1 bleeding stacks. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. And Longsword. To player status. Bleeding. Stacks 1 when dealt damage. Take 1 additional damage per stack of bleeding. Then reduce bleeding stacks by 1. Enemy status. Enraged. Start. Enemy status. Flying. Gain. Enemy status. Anger. Stacks 1 increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger. Player stat. Longsword. Deal 2 damage. Block. Longsword. Bolstered. Longsword. Deal 2 damage. Gain 2 armor. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. You gain 2 armor stat. Longsword. Character info. Longsword. Enemy has evaded this attack. You gain Longsword. Bolstered strike. Deal 4 damage. On hit. Conjure a. Free bash. Int STR1 common. On hit. Enemy takes 4 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Block. Gain Longsword. Deal 2 damage. Block. End turn. Player energy. End. Block. Launch bash. Deal damage equal to your armor. 4. Critical hit and interrupt if you are fortified. Common. Armor. When dealt damage. Enemy has evaded this attack. End turn. Player end turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Caw. You heal 0 health. You gain 2 bleeding stacks. Caw. You take 2 damage. You take 2 damage. You gain 2 bleeding stacks. Enemy gained. Your turn. Carrot block. Gain players. Enemy name Sharklow Raven. Enemy health 12. Enemy players block. Get Longsword. Surge of strength. Gain SDR and 1 health. Common. You heal 1 health. Character info. Block. Get Longsword. Deal 2. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion. You gain 2 arm. Player status. Longsword. Enemy has evaded this attack. You gained block. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 6 player energy. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Swoop. You heal 0 health. Swoop. You take 4 damage. You take 2 damage. Enemy gain 3 anger stacks. Your turn. And player health 61. Longsword. Surge of intellect. Longsword. Surge of You gain 2 focus stacks. Bolstered block. Gain 3 arm. Longsword. Bolstered strike. Enemy takes 4 damage. Enemy gain Longsword. Deal 2. Enemy has evaded this attack. You gain bash. Deal Longsword. Deal 2 damage. Character Longsword. Bash. Block. Bash. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy player status. Player block. Longsword. Enemy has evaded this attack. You gain 4 character end turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Caw. You take 1 damage. You take 1 damage. You gained 1 bleeding stacks. Swoop. You take 6 damage. You take enemy gain 4 anger stacks. Your turn. Block. Gain Longsword. Block. Longsword. Surge of intellect. And you gain 3 folk carrot block. Longsword. Surge of you heal 1 health. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 2 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Settings. Player gold character info. Next. You gain 2 gold. Skip rewards. Character player gold 20. Chaos armor. Gain 3 armor. Corrupted. Inflict a random hex. Int STR1 common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Hex. Hexes are powerful effects that debilitate foes in different ways. Corrupted. 4 or more corruptions are present in your deck. Hand and slash or discard pile. Stone-a-shade. Gain armor equal to your foe's stagger. 0. Enter stone stance. STR1 common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Stone stance. Whenever you gain armor, gain 1 more. You are immune to bleeding. Favor of the gods. Gain a random blessing for each holy energy you have. Common. Blessing. Player health. Show death. Skip rewards. Exploration. Use weapon. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await. Wounded animal A young. Wounded animal A young. Wounded boar cries out in pain and fear. Its hoof trapped by 2 large iron claws. Kill the animal for food. You heal 14 health. Wounded animal. The wounded animal doesn't resist as you strike it with a swift blow, putting it out of its misery. It'll make for a nice roast to sustain you on your journey ahead. Leave. Exploration. Use weapon power. Fortified weapon. When you use your weapon power, start your next combat with armor equal to 3 times your level and fortified. Wild tusk boar. This stinger spider. Spidery limbs reach for you from amidst the treetops. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery. Ambush all seems clear until you hear something approaching just a few steps away. Ellipsis. Fight. End turn. Character info. Your turn. Character info. Character info. Block. Gain enemy name Wild tusk boar. Enemy health 34. Enemy at block. Surge of Longsword. Surge of intellect. You gained 1 focus. Surge of bolstered. Surge. You heal 1 health. Longsword. Bolstered. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gained players bolstered block. You gain 5 armor. Player status. Bolstered struck. Enemy takes 4 damage. Player status. Bash. Enemy takes 5 character. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Stomp. You heal 0 health. Growl. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Longsword. Block. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 2 armor stacks. End turn. Player energy. Character in Longsword. Block. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 4 armor. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You block. Character in end turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Fight. You heal 0 health. Your turn. End turn. Longsword. 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 Bolstered. Longsword. Deal. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain. Longsword. Longsword. Deal. Bolstered strike. Enemy takes 4 damage. Character info. Longsword. Longsword. Bash. Deal. Enemy takes 2 damage. Character info. End turn. Player. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Stomp. You take 5 damage. Growl. Enemy gain 2 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Surge of intellect. Surge. You gain 2 focus stack. Block. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Block. Gain 3. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 2. Character and block. Block. Player status. Block. Block. Character. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Stomp. You take 6 damage. Growl. Enemy gain 3 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Longsword. Bolstered. Block. Gain bolstered strike. Enemy takes 4 damage. Longsword. Block. Longsword. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain. Block. Bash. Player stats. Bash. Block. Longsword. Deal. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 4 armor stacks. Settings. Player gold. Character inf. Next. You gain 5 gold. Skip character. Player gold 30. Polish. Gain 3 armor for each type of energy you have. 2. Courtly manners. Perform 1 for each type of energy you have. 2. Int str1 common. Perform. Increase your current performance by X. Or start a new performance. Profane shell. Convert one of your afflictions to barrier. Draw a card. Int str1 common. Courtly Polish. Gain 3 armor for each type of energy you have. Courtly profane. Add Polish to deck. Exploration. Settings. Stinger spider. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery. Fallen tree. Your path is blocked by. Go around. Fallen tree. As you start to move around the tree, you hear an angry snorting behind you. Continue. Fallen tree. Near the roots of the fallen tree stands a massive boar. It growls angrily at you before charging in your direction. Fight.